So for this video, I want to talk about how and why I became Christian, and basically just my whole journey as to how I came to believe in God. In the first video that I made, I mentioned that I was Christian, but I was initially raised Catholic. So my whole family's Catholic. I went to a Catholic school, went to Catholic church, but I didn't really fully understand why I was Catholic. It wasn't until 8th grade that I realized I had free will and that I didn't have to believe in God if I didn't want to. And the main reason why I had a hard time believing that there was a God is because there's so many religions out there. A burning question that I had on my mind was, why couldn't we all just have one religion everyone could follow? It would have made things so much easier for me. So I ended up becoming agnostic for a majority of high school. But I had a really hard time in high school. I didn't have a lot of friends. I was depressed. I wasn't really doing well in academics or sports. I was playing baseball at the time. And at one point, I even thought to myself that I didn't want to live anymore. But there was one night I was just scrolling the internet on my phone, and I discovered something that made me really question myself and God as well. Basically, I witnessed Satanism, and I remember just sitting on my bed, just looking at that horrific thing that I just saw on my phone, and I'm just thinking to myself, you know, how can this exist? How can people be so evil? And that was the night I actually realized that God was and is real. Because if God wasn't real, then Satanism wouldn't exist either. So, in a weird turn of events, I came to believe that there is such thing as a God because of Satanism. But I didn't want it to be the sole reason that God was real. Deep down, I kind of felt like there was a bigger reason and a better answer. So for some time, I came back to believing that there is such thing as a God, but I had a lot of questions. Fast forward to junior year of college. School had a club fest, which is basically they were just showcasing all the clubs that they had there. And as I'm walking through all the tables and looking at all the clubs there's this one table that I come across, and it's this Christian fellowship called Cru. At the time, I was very interested in wanting to attend a Bible study, but also to help me answer some of the questions and doubts that I had about God. So I go up to the table, and there's a guy over there who is just showcasing the club, and he gives me a flyer, tells me all about it, and I told him that I was interested in doing a Bible study. I look at the flyer, it says on there that they were planning on doing a Bible study that year. And so on a very small whim, I decided to join. Never did I know that that would be the best decision that I would ever make in my life. I made so many friends there. They helped me to answer a lot of the questions that I had about God and clear up the doubts that I had in my heart. So I stayed with Cru until I graduated in May, and the month after, I went on a summer mission trip to Miami. And over there were a bunch of other people that were also part of the same fellowship. And it was a lot of fun. I had a great time over there. There's this one campus that we went to for about 2-3 weeks where we would evangelize to the students over there. I forgot what the name of the campus was, but if I remember, I'll put it on the video. And there were so many students that we talked to. I think we talked to close to 2,000 students, maybe. I might be a little bit off, but I think it was around that number, 2,000 students that we approached. And I even got baptized there too, which is crazy. I never thought that I would be baptized in Miami. So I'm actually relatively new to the faith. There's still a lot more for me to learn about God, and I still have a lot of questions for him as well. But there is no doubt in my mind that God is real, and He means absolutely everything to me. And yeah, that's basically how I ended up coming to believe in God again and how I became Christian. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will be posting more videos soon and sharing more stories about myself. Not really quite sure what I'm going to talk about next, but I hope you guys can stick around and find out. All right, later guys.